Two identical drinks that don't identify as each other. Greetings and salutations, you lovely Jones, and welcome back to the Fuzzy Wallflower. I'm your host, Corey. And I've been in this kick of buying a bunch of new to me, vintage cocktail books. I got a new one called Cocktails and Snacks. And not only does it have vintage cocktails, it has a bunch of vintage hors d'oeuvres and stuff that I keep threatening to dip my toe into that and see how well I screw them up. But you never know. Might find something interesting. I definitely want to stay away from all those weird Jell-O snacks, but I said that about blue drinks too. Anyway, when I was digging through those, I was like, let's find a cocktail in here. Let's give it a shot. And I found one called a Snapper. I was like, okay, it's basically equal parts gin and white cream de menthe. So, all right. And then, while I was, see if I can find the page. While I was looking at the page, I looked directly on the other side. There's one called a Windsor cocktail. And it's equal parts gin and green cream de menthe. The only difference is one is shaken and one is stirred. And one has a lemon peel. And I'm like, why have two different drinks? So anyway, we're going to make both of them and we're going to see how they taste. I am curious to see if the shaken versus the stirred makes a difference because they should taste identical. I don't know if the green cream de menthe is stronger, but never really tried them side by side. Who knows? Anyway, as always, I am not a bartender. Do not take any of this as bartending advice. And let's make cocktails. 2, 1, same one. Who knows? Okay, just for consistency, I'm going to use the same gin for both of them, just to make sure that doesn't change the flavoring by any chance. Not that it should matter. This is going to be gin and mint. I'm probably going to regret this. 1.5 ounces of gin. For the Snapper, got 1.5 ounces of white cream de menthe. For the Windsor, we have 1.5 ounces of green cream de menthe. And this, my friends, is a Snapper and the Windsor. Which one is right for you? Two identical drinks that don't identify as each other. So let's start with the shaken. First off, it's not as bad as you think. It's actually, it's very toothbrushy. Toothbrushy tasting, but it's very sweet. I guess that cream de menthe has a lot of sugar in it, which I'm not really too familiar with. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. Surprisingly. I don't know. So let's try the... So let's try the Windsor and see if the green cream de menthe makes a difference, or the lemon peel. So that lemon peel, you get that whiff of lemon in your nose there. Maybe that makes a difference. Surprisingly, this one doesn't taste as minty. Almost tasting a little bit more of the gin than you do this one. And I don't know if it's because of the lemon messing with your senses or the green cream de menthe's made a little more subtler. I don't know. I think they probably work better as a shot. Like, I think you probably made the same ingredients and just split it into two and do a shot. I don't think it's something you want to sip on all night, but unless you just really like that mint flavor. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely different. It's amazing how these two are almost identical, but yet still just slightly different. You probably wouldn't notice it if you weren't drinking them side by side, but I don't know. This is part of the journey. You never know until you try it, right? Anyway, well, I'm going to get out of here. Cheers.